This is Majinoni, and here's my review for a bunch of the Fear Itself titles that came out. We have Uncanny X-Men 541, Secret Avengers 15, The Worthy, and Avengers Academy number 16. I'm going to do Avengers Academy first. Now, this one isn't too bad of an issue overall because you have the battle between Giant Man and the Absorbing Man, and there's Quicksilver and Titania. And then, the fight's pretty decent. Pretty much Pym is outmatched, but he manages to win the day by using his intelligence. Now, the one thing that I find kind of inconsistent is, you have some of these guys talking in, some sort of hammer speak, and then you have other ones like the Thing and the Absorbing Man Titania that just speak in like normal English. So I find that kind of inconsistent. But in this case, you almost have to do it because it has the banter between the two. But I just wish they were a little bit more consistent with how they did that. And I guess there's Akuma's also in English too, if I remember that correctly. But anyway, so you have Pym winning, or at least temporarily. And then the second part of the story is a story with Vale. Now the Vale story is really good because it's her solo, and basically she meets a young girl on the street. Her mother is basically underneath the rubble, and she has to go save her, or see if she's still alive even. It ends tragically, but I thought the Vale story was a nice character building moment type of story. So I give that definitely a thumbs up. I still like Avengers Academy. The tie-in kind of fits in its own little unique way, I guess you can say. So overall, this one I enjoyed. The Worthy was a completely waste of time and money, for the most part. I already know who all these characters are. I guess it's great to find out, okay, Titania is, she's the berserker of men type thing. So I guess you learn that. But pretty much all it is just like a 4-page secret origin type story. The art style changes per character, which I think that's a nice little touch. But overall, I already know all this stuff, so it's, yeah, don't buy it unless you don't know. If you don't know who these people are, then buy it. If you don't, skip it entirely. Secret Avengers 15, I thought this was actually a really good story. Basically what's going on is you have this online, news site that says Captain America isn't dead, which prompts Black Widow to go berserk and go crashing into the offices, and basically she's like, shut it down. And then there's actually a really nice dialogue between Black Widow and the editors of this online news site, and they actually address the issue of heroes keep coming back. And I thought that was like, wow, you actually acknowledge what we think every single time we see heroes come back. And what's unique about this is you get two sides of the story where, you like, one of the news people says, my grandfather died, he ain't coming back. And then Black Widow says, yeah, that's true, but after a grieving period you move on. Think about what happens to us where we come back, we're thrown right into the middle of fire, the front lines, and then think about what happens to our relationships. In some cases, people have moved on. Think about how we have to handle now bringing somebody back in, to our lives that we thought was dead. So, it was kind of like a really interesting story. If anything, take out the Fear Itself part, and I think this was actually a really, really good story. Totally worth it. And this was probably one of my favorites so far of all the tie-ins. Now let's go into Uncanny X-Men. Now this, I'm going to be really biased with this because I can't. Every time I see Land's artwork, it hurts me even more, and I don't even want to read it. I just want to get through it as fast as I can. I'm really sick and tired of seeing these poses that are unnatural, and they look like he basically surfed porn sites looking for poses and stuff like that. And I just wish Land would maybe get off of the X-Men and go onto a book I don't read, like maybe the Archies or something, because this is just driving me insane. I can't take it any longer. I can't stand the way some of these characters look. Their facial expressions look really idiotic and stupid, and I just can't deal with this stuff any longer. Beyond that, the fight between the X-Men and the Juggernaut is actually kind of entertaining. The X-Men pretty much get owned, and it's going to continue. Unfortunately, it's going to continue, and we're going to still see more of Land's artwork, which is really, really painful to me. But anyways, that's a quickie of this. I'm also getting really sick and tired of seeing the Juggernaut. You know, it's like, I mean, I know they're slowly advancing the story, but come on, he's fighting Thunderbolts, he's fighting this. I'm just getting, this is like a weird kind of fatigue with Fear itself. Because, you know, while Flashpoint has tons of miniseries, the story moves, and it's moving quickly. Fear itself, it moves a little bit, and then it expands out, and then you have all these tie-ins. Then it crawls a little bit, but then it drags all the tie-ins with it. So it doesn't have this sense of, hey, we're getting somewhere into the story. And every once in a while it advances a little bit, like, you know, the part with the Tony Stark part, or, you know, you have the part where now all the superheroes are getting involved. So it moves a little bit, but it's these side projects that just bog it all down. It's like, oh, this is just, it's issues like this that are killing the series for me. But anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. I'll have more reviews up later, so until next time.